Hello children, today in physics for standard 6 we are going to do lesson number 2, that is matter. When we look around, we see a large number of things which includes whatever you are having in your hand, the mobile phone, the pen or the pencil, the books, the desk on which you are studying, the chair on which you are sitting, the paper on which you are writing, the clothes that you are wearing, the rocks, minerals, the air that is surrounding us, the sun, the moon, the stars. So many things are around us. And everything is in this universe is made up of some material, isn't it? And this material in science is known as matter. So everything that we see or touch is made up of matter, and those things which we can see or touch, they occupy some space and they have mass. So what is matter? Matter is defined in science as anything which occupies space and has mass. If matter is anything which occupies space and has mass, then what is not matter? Things that do not occupy space nor do they have mass are not matter. For example, phenomena like heat, light, electricity, sound, vacuum, shadow, magnetism, these things are not matter because they have no mass nor do they occupy space. Heat, light, electricity, all these are what? Etc. etc. These are the forms of energy. So all these things which do not occupy space nor do they have mass, they are not matter. Even the TV signal that you receive and for watching the TV, that is also not matter because it does not occupy space nor does it have mass. Then what are the characteristics of matter? From the definition we can take the characteristic that matter occupies space and matter has mass. So characteristics of matter are that matter occupies space and matter has mass. Now the space occupied by matter is called volume. Whatever space is occupied by matter is called volume. Take a glass tumbler and pour in water from a bottle. Then water from the bottle takes in the space inside the glass tumbler. That means that water occupies space. Let us understand this with the help of the activity that is given in your book on page number 8. Look at this experiment. Here we have taken a glass tumbler completely filled with water till the brim and we have put it inside a glass bowl. Then we tied a stone to a string and lowered the stone inside the tumbler in such a way that the water does not splash out. We are lowering it gently inside the tumbler. When we lower the stone inside the tumbler, we will see that water flows down and gets collected in the bowl. Take out the stone. Now what do you see? You will see that the level of water in the glass tumbler has come down. The water in the bowl we will again pour this inside the tumbler. Then we will see that the tumbler is again filled till the brim. Then what do we conclude? We conclude from these observations that matter occupies space. Matter occupies space. The stone occupied the space inside the tumbler and it pushed the water out of the tumbler. Water is matter too, and also it took the place inside the glass. When we are pouring this water inside the glass tumbler again, then it is filling the glass tumbler. So water also occupies space. So both stone and water over here are matter. Coming to the next characteristics, matter has mass. What is mass? The amount of matter that is contained in an object is called its mass. Amount of matter contained in an object is called its mass. To understand this, we'll do activity 3 of page number 8. Take a spring balance and suspend the spring balance from the hook. When we suspend the spring balance, we have to make sure that the pointer over here notes the reading of 0. The reading over here shows 0. Now take an empty can and with the thread make a loop. This loop you will suspend it to the hook of the spring balance. When you suspend this empty can to the spring balance, you will see that the pointer shows some reading. Now this is the initial reading when we have put the empty can. Fill the empty can with any substance you feel like. With water, with oil, with sand, with pebbles, with sugar, with salt, anything you feel like, and then note the reading again. You will get a different reading from the initial one. The difference between the final and the initial reading shows the weight of the things that we have put inside the can, and thus we can conclude that matter has mass. In the next video, we'll be doing the composition of matter. Till then, have a nice day.